and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. So this video is going to be a little bit different. It's not a tutorial. I'm going to talk about my crochet kit. So this is what lives on the shelf next to where I sit in the living room, and these are all of my crochet hooks. So I'm going to basically just talk literally about what's in my kit. This is the one that has all my other little bits and bobs in, so we'll have a little look in this as well. Now I haven't sorted these beforehand, so when I open this it could be full of little ends that I've chopped off. I literally have no idea because I do tend to just shove them in as I work. Anyway, so I'm going to start with the little kit, and I'm going to sort of work through them in a sentimental way, if that makes sense, because I've decided to do this because I saw a video on, I think it was on Instagram, of a lady who does painting, and she just talked about all of her paint brushes and whether there was a story behind them and things like that. So some of them are sentimental, some of them aren't. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I want a few things from you. I want you to say, have a guess at how many crochet hooks I have, and then I also want you to tell me how many crochet hooks you have, and whether you think that that's too many or whether you think that you absolutely definitely need to get more. So let me know those things in the comments, but we're just going to jump straight in with a little, well, we'll call it a show and tell, really, can't we? So this is it's just a pencil case, quite a chunky pencil case, and I bought this for myself when I bought my very first set of crochet hooks. And in here is my very first set of crochet hooks. Again, see, I told you I hadn't I hadn't organised them or been through it at all. I will just very quickly do it a little bit now though. See, I told you there'd be little ends of yarn, and you can see there the absolute chaos that is my stitch marker collection as well. I really should put them into some sort of little bag, but clearly I haven't. And there is a very honest view of the bottom of my crochet kit. Oh, there's still even a hook in there. See, I couldn't even see it. There's that much stuff in it. So those are all my stitch markers. So I have two different types in here. I have the circle ones, and then I have the little padlock ones, which, to be fair, are the ones that I tend to use most frequently. Anyway, onto the hook. So these metal ones, these are the very first set of crochet hooks that I bought. They were really, really cheap. I think I just got them from Amazon. And this is what I used for the first couple of months of crocheting. So it was my nana that taught me to crochet, and so I'd go and sit in her house and she would talk me through. By the time that I really got into it, she unfortunately had suffered a massive stroke, which meant that she could no longer knit or crochet because she lost the use of one side of her body, unfortunately. But she continued to guide me and teach me all of the stitches and everything like that. And I was still at that point using these metal hooks. I did then eventually buy myself some soft grip hooks, which are these ones here. These were just a little set. Again, they were really cheap, couple of pounds on Amazon, and I used these for another couple of months. You can see they've been well used. They're actually a little bit on the grubby side now. But I did find that they were much more comfortable to use, with them being the softer, more moulded handle. The metal ones were quite tough on the joints, and I tended to get quite achy. So that is my other set. And then I bought a few good hooks in sizes that I was tending to use most often. So these are clover hooks, and again they've got these lovely soft handles, and I just bought a few of these. So I've got a 6, a 7, and then a 3.5, and I really did enjoy using these particular hooks there, and I still use them quite a lot now, especially this 7mm one. Then we're just going to talk very briefly. I've got my 2 pairs of scissors. So these again were just really cheap ones that I bought in Hobbycraft just to get me going, and these are the ones that I use the most just for snipping off at the end of rows and things. But then when I went to Switzerland on holiday and I was walking through the most beautiful little Swiss town, and I saw these in the window, and I had to buy them, obviously. They're absolutely beautiful stalk scissors, and they are so incredibly sharp that these are the ones that I tend to use in a celebratory way, shall we say. I use these when I've got to the end of a project and I'm sewing in all of those ends and I want a really crisp snip so that there's no little fibres hanging on or anything. And then I definitely use them for the last snip of a project. Just, you know, when you've completed something, you just get out all the bells and whistles and I bring out my nice shiny stalk scissors. So they're special to me because my husband bought them for me when we were in Switzerland. And then I treated myself to some wooden hooks. So I've got two plain wooden hooks here, really small ones. These are, we've got a 3.5 and a 3. Let me just move these out of the way because the camera is struggling to focus now. So really, really dainty hooks. I don't tend to use these very often, but they were just beautiful and I did use them a few times. And then on the trend of wooden hooks, we've got these absolutely beautiful, beautiful wooden hooks here. So we've got a 4.5, we've got a 6, and then we've got a 12. So these are beautiful. I absolutely love these hooks. Again, I will leave information on them in the description box. But these are, I think they're a Knit Pro hook, and they're just these gorgeous rainbow wood, and I think they're absolutely amazing. I do have two other wooden crochet hooks, like really, really fancy ones, but because they don't fit into this, I've put them somewhere really safe, and I don't know where that place is. We've then got a pony hook, so literally just, this is a 10mm hook, and it's just a plastic hook, and I've used this loads of times. And then we've got a Clover 15mm hook. Again, this one's a little bit grubby, it just needs a little bit of a wipe, but this is one of the largest hooks that I've got, and it's a 15. I have an absolutely massive 25mm crochet hook, and again, I don't know what I've done with it. It's in one of my boxes. I've got 9 boxes in the other room, and I've obviously just flung it into one of those at some point, and I'll find it, but just not today. So this is another Clover, and it's a 15mm, so I use this on my really, really big chunky multi-strand blankets. And then this beautiful wooden one has a little bit of a story to it. This is a 10mm hook that I had made for me, and my friend's husband is a fantastic carpenter, and he offered to make me this absolutely beautiful hook. He also made, if you remember my giant mandala madness that I made with the Shapey's Rosewater cocktail, and I had it mounted, it was him that made that backing board and mounted that piece for me as well. So I really do love that piece. And yeah, he also made me this beautiful wooden hook, so thank you, Joel. And then we've just got my furls hooks. So I wasn't going to take them out of the box, but I will just very quickly. So we've got this beautiful 5mm one. So these are all the galaxy themed ones. So we've got the 5, and we've got the 4, which is this lovely pearlescent one, which is really nice. In all honesty, I don't use these that often. They're really comfortable and they are nice to use, but I tend to find, you'll see in a minute, but I find one particular set is the one that I go back to. So this is a 6mm. Again, beautiful, beautiful hook. Really, really nice. Great on photos and things as well, those ones. Okay, these are the more sentimental ones now. We're getting towards the end, don't worry. And this is a really old set that my nana gave to me. So these are all wooden hooks, and you can see we've got up to, what have we got? We've got up to a 6, and then we've got absolutely tiny, tiny ones. I've got down to a 0.6 here. So if I just close that 1 second, we've got a 0.6, and you can see just how tiddly tiny that hook is. So I haven't actually used any of these tiny hooks before, but it is something that I am planning to do quite soon. So again, they're nice and sentimental to me because my nana gave those to me. I think they're probably 40s or 1950s set, that one, potentially. And then last but not least is the set that you will see me using in almost all of my crochet tutorials. And again, this is a clover set, and technically my nana didn't give these ones to me. The one in the navy folder, she did. However, this one is a set that after she'd sadly passed away, we were sorting through all of her craft belongings, and I'm the only person, or I was the only person I should say, at the time in the family that did any sort of crochet. And so obviously I was told that I could have these. So I'll just bring one out. So again, these are all clover hooks, and as I say, you'll have seen me using these in almost all of my more recent tutorials over the last maybe 2-3 years since she passed away. And we've got from a 3 up to a 6 in this particular set. And as I say, I use these all the time. They are so comfortable to use. They are by far my favourite hook to use. All the clover hooks are really lovely to use, whether you use the Clover and More or whether you use the Clover Soft Touch. They are all great to use. So that is my most sentimental one, purely because I saw her using these ones. So these mean a great deal to me. So now I'm going to do something that's probably a little bit embarrassing, and I'm going to actually add up my hooks. So I'm going to count the 3 that I know are hiding in the other room, and then we've got 6. 7. Oh no, that's made me really unhappy because I've got 61 and it's an odd number. I'm going to have to buy another set of another hook now just so that I can have 62. I don't like having an odd number with anything, to be honest. Anyway, so that is a total of 61 crochet hooks. Now, obviously I don't have 61 hands, but that's not the point. So check out the description box. It will have some of the hook information for the furls and the clover hooks and things. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you and see how many I had, basically, and whether there are any that I can actually move on from now, because obviously I don't need this many. But thank you if you have stuck around for watching, and I will see you for a normal tutorial really soon. But thanks as always for watching, and bye for now.